Hello, everyone. I'm Chris, and I am excited to talk to you this Wellness Wednesday about something that I kind of feel has been neglected. And I know that there's many things that we are doing right now, but to get ready for Christmas, it's an exciting time. We have company coming. We're super excited for that. But when there are aches and pains or when there are health issues, it's really nice to know what to turn to. So we are going to turn to the ancients, and that is the ancient wisdom of the wise men. And I just like to ask you, would you use an essential oil that would help you to feel calm and relax? And is there that the same oil that can help wounds from infections? And what oil would help fight against bacteria and fungi and support skin health? And could this same oil help reduce inflammation in the body? So those are kind of the things that I want to focus on today. And I want to reveal that that oil is myrrh. And this is an amazing essential oil. As we can learn from the wise men, you can see here that it is just, these are taken from a tree, and we'll talk about that and where it comes from, but they're just little gummy things, and then they're distilled through a special process. But even getting it out of the bottle, it tends to have little, parts here where you might have to hold it in your hand or run it under some warm water to get it to open sometimes after you've been using it. But I wanted to share with you that the ancient records show myrrh was so valuable that it was worth its weight in gold. And it has been used for centuries with perfumes, religious ceremonies, and wellness practices because of its incredible benefits. And as we turn to certified pure tested grade myrrh from doTERRA, this oil is derived from, like I mentioned, the gummy resin of a small thorny tree. It has a warm, earthy, and somewhat sweet aroma, and it can be beneficial for many things that we're going to be talking about over and over again so we can remember. But, it's a little bit slow coming out. But I just put a little drop right here. And actually, if I wanted to, I could put it directly in my mouth. But I'm just going to start with like this. This is how I kind of make friends with oils, is by putting it on my skin. And oh, this is so rich, so grounding. It's an amazing essential oil. I've just really learned and started using myrrh more this past year when I found out it was really good for mouth health. So it does come from Somaliland, and I shared last week about the humanitarian and the hospital that doTERRA is involved in there with Healing Hands and with the co-impact sourcing and making a great impact there with that remote area. And it takes 3/4 pound of this resin to be able to make the essential oil. There's several oils that it works well with. I thought this was really interesting, that these resin oils are in this group together. And frankincense we talked about last week. And then there's also copaiba or copaiba that is from Brazil. And when it is used with myrrh, it amplifies its effects. So it's good to use it with it. And it can also be taken internally. And then myrrh, it has these constituents in it. And what I want you to notice here is the code that says you can use it aromatic, topical, internal, and you can use it neat. So that means you don't have to dilute it. Sometimes I like to dilute them, but that would mean put it with a carrier oil, but you can use it directly on your skin. Okay, so here's a few tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you. Number one, you can add a drop to your toothpaste or mouthwash each day, and you can swish it in your mouth with 2 ounces of water. So you'd put it in like a little shot glass with a little water, and then swish it, and then you can swallow it. But that will help with your routine oral hygiene. And if I get a sore in my mouth, I just I put it on my finger. You could put it on a Q-tip, and I put it directly like on my gums or wherever my mouth is sore. If I get like a cut or bite my cheek or whatever. So it's really, really good for oral health. Number two, mix a few drops with a carrier oil and add a smooth touch for dry, callous feet. Okay, so that's a really good one. I know in the winter you get cracked feet, so that would be good to put on there. You can also diffuse a few drops during meditation and mindfulness practice, and it's said to increase spiritual awareness and promote an inspiring and energetic atmosphere. Then number four tip is combine 2 to 3 drops with a carrier oil and apply to your skin after shaving to promote smooth skin. So it would be great for smooth skin if you have dry skin. Number five, it says tell us in the comments. So if there's a way that you use it, I would appreciate you sharing that on here. Then I thought this was really good for our dog lovers, aging dogs. This is a joint spray, and I bet you it would also work on humans. So if they're a small dog, 20 pounds or less, you do 1 drop of myrrh, 1 drop of copaiba, and 1 drop of helichrysum. These are all really friendly topical oils to combine. Then if they're like mid-size, 1 to 2 drops, the same thing, and 2 drops of copaiba and 1 to 2 drops of helichrysum. And then you just increase that if they're over 60 pounds. So this is great for joint aches and pains, and you put it in like a 2-ounce container and then add the carrier oil to it. So then it spreads and it absorbs better. Okay, then I talked a little bit about smoother skin, brighter smile, how important it is to use it for mouth health. And this in particular, it comes in 3 different ways, and one is the 5 ml that has 80 drops. One is the 15 ml that has about 3 times that much, so 250 drops. And then there is also a 10-ounce roller that is combined with coconut oil. And then like this would be really easy to put on your heels, or you can just put it on your fingers and then put it somewhere. Okay, so some of these are repeated, but I think repetition helps us to remember. And I think the 3 words here is skin, mouth, and soul. I love those 3 words about myrrh. But as I glance at these, one is that we haven't mentioned is it helps fine lines and wrinkles. So that would be good to add. We also have the Immortelle or Salubel in Europe, that myrrh is a part of that blend that you could use, and it comes in a roller bottle with other essential oils like frankincense and helichrysum. Using it as a mouth rinse, also on your chest for respiratory support. Okay, I'm just getting a little tickle, and I think I'm going to do that. That would be a good idea. All these ways that essential oils are used, you forget that they're for so many different things. You're using them for one, but they could be used for many different uses. And I really feel like, like we're so used to going to the pharmacy and getting a prescription and taking care of something right away. And, that's fine. But there are natural ways to do that. And when you have something on hand, that's what I like to do, is to try that the first thing. So I keep this on hand and I put it where I use it. And then I just, remember to to use one drop at a time. You can apply it to your pulse points, which is your wrists and your neck here, back of your neck. Bottom of your feet is always a good place to start with essential oils. And then for skin irritations, for healing. And then you can also put it on your abdomen for digestive support. Okay, so moving right along here. This is the 5 mil myrrh here. And these are different diffusers, different oils that combine with it, like geranium and lang lang, clary sage or sandalwood, lemongrass or grapefruit. But it's actually called the oil of Mother Earth. And another one I noticed on here is immune support, but thyroid support. So this would be a really good one. I know lemongrass is always also good for thyroid, and so I put some here, but it's a warm oil, and it kind of, irritated my skin and turned it red. So instead, I put a carrier oil with lemongrass, but so that my skin's pretty sensitive to that. But I can just put myrrh on here, and if I did that daily, where my thyroid is, I think that would be of benefit. And thyroid issues are serious. There's a lot of things that influence our overall health, and thyroid is one of them. So it helps us to have the thoughts of being safe in the world, healthy attachments, feeling important and loved and valuable, trusting and bonding and having that maternal connection, feeling nurtured and secure and grounded. So this is one to go to for those feelings. And I did want to mention that in my study about this, women who are pregnant should avoid taking myrrh by mouth. Okay, so it says it may cause miscarriage. So don't take it by mouth if you're pregnant. That's pretty simple. Then as we look further, myrrh essential oils offers soothing sensation to the skin. Remember, skin is one of them, is often used in skincare balms and salves. The touch that I showed you, that is combined with fractionated coconut oil creates hydration and rejuvenation. You can use it daily in your skincare routine. The touch, I do like this because, like I mentioned, the bottle gets a little bit sticky. So if you want to use something quickly, it is nice to use this. Although if I wanted it just a drop, like in my mouth or certain places, you have a choice. That's the main thing. But its aroma is very centering and calming, and you can use it in a massage, and you can roll it on the skin as part of a mindfulness routine to encourage contemplation and peacefulness. So the skin, the mouth, and the soul, we're going to remember those three things. Then apply topically as part of a daily skincare routine. Okay, we mentioned most of these. And okay, so here's more of the benefits of the touch. You can apply it to your cuticles. That's a good one to moisture and protect them. And you can also layer it as a scent that you wanted to have, kind of like a perfume. You can use it with lavender and jasmine, that combination. That sounds awesome. Then you can also use it for razor relief, or like say you've had your eyebrows waxed or something, you could use a little bit on there, I would say. On the chest for respiratory support, and also you can use it with frankincense and lavender at bedtime. I really like to pick an oil for the day, and I usually put it on my feet in the morning before I put my socks on. And then I like to just take it and inhale, and I mean deeply, about 10 times. So that's, if you have something, that's how you can use it. And okay, so These are just some extra little things that I looked at to help us realize that it has astringent properties, inhibits microbial growth, so it's antibacterial, it relieves infections, it is a stimulant, antidepressant, and especially anti-inflammatory. I think that's important. And the same things here. The antiparasitic, that helps with parasites as you swallow any plants that might have parasites on them. And, this is just kind of extra things to help us to remember. So, lastly, I wanted to offer you this free ebook. You get a choice, or you can have both. Merry Christmas. Aromatic use of essential oils. I think that's of great benefit. And then topical use of essential oils. So these are really basic. So just message me on Facebook so that you can message me your email, or you can email me at oils.edu@gmail.com. Now, I really like to see out front how much something is, what does it cost, and as I mentioned, the 5 mil MYRRH has 80 drops, and it's $36.75. The 15 mil that has 3 times as much is about 240 drops, and it's $72. And then you have the MYRRH Touch, which is kind of in between. It's a 10 mil diluted with the carrier oil, and it's $41. So if you choose to get these, or you get like 100 of these and combine them with other things, I can help you pick and choose what you would need that would serve you. Then I will send you a 15 mil essential oil of the copaiba, and that's almost a $50 retail value. And the copaiba, as I mentioned, supports the health of the cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and respiratory systems, and just is great for the nervous system. It's great for nerves and skin. But remember, MYRRH is for skin and mouth and soul, so SMS. So hope that you have a wonderful rest of the holiday and a very Merry Christmas. I look forward to hearing anything that you do with MYRRH, and want to be able to stay in touch to be able to help you with your health concerns at this time, and also how to share or receive your oils for free. I'm all about that too. So we'll check out, and probably won't see you next Wednesday, but the following of the new year. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, take care.